Having to resort to some extreme tactics. I mean, are you worried that could potentially play out here?
When you take a look at the city of
Get the fuck out of here, dude!
Fuck jail!
You a joke!
When you take a look at the
You ain't shit.
No new jail!
Don't nobody
No
want
new
your
police.
ass out here.
No new jail!
No.
No new jail!
Hold on. Do not let these two, I don't know who these people are, but do not let them infiltrate or...
But the point is this, this dude is campaigning out here right now on something that's very real, and he wants more police as an answer to this.
This dude's trying to capitalize
This
on
dude is
innocent
pro
man's
more
death.
police, and he's getting the soundbite. This is exactly the problem.
You didn't think about what would happen in this moment, did you?
Scott, will you introduce a resolution to the council to review the police policies and procedures? Because that hasn't happened yet, despite many calls for it.
I think it's necessary. You know, we had this conversation, after the previous shooting on the east side to talk about what accountability.
But will you introduce it at the next council meeting? Because it's long overdue, and we've known it's long overdue for a long time.
You're right, it's time. Let's introduce it.
Okay.
Took the murder to get it introduced. You've been saying for how long that this was going to happen?
You're right. You're absolutely right. There's no other way to state it. Council members have had conversations about it, but unfortunately it took a tragedy to bring us together to say that it's time to have these reviews. You take a look at what we can do to ensure that at least the police protocols are being followed. We talk about what kind of violent weapons we are bringing into the city of Madison when we accept firearms, when we accept assault rifles.
So Scott, would you agree with me that the system is not broken, that it is fixed? So you think that the system is just broken, that it's just operating messed up right now?
We have so many structural issues.
Okay,
This is more than
so my question again is, do you believe that the system is fixed or is it broken?
The system is broken.
It's working.
Okay, so then the question becomes, if it's broken, so you're saying it's broken, our community is saying it's fixed. So by reviewing policies and procedures, do you think that will really get to the root of what we're facing within the structure of our systems?
And maybe taking a look at what the underlying issues are.
It might say racism, Scott.
Racism, the structural racism that's in our community.
That manifests in all kind of ways. Like you coming here and having a conversation in front of all these community members grieving about this without even engaging with them. That's what racism looks like. Privilege. You have privilege that most of us don't. You have privilege that called on these media people to make sure they talk to you in this moment. You have family out here, you have friends, and they chose not to speak to them. That's a privilege that you have. And that is a manifestation of racism and the way that white people move around in their circles without understanding how it affects us. So then the question becomes again, Scott, what are you going to do about it? Because reviewing policies and giving a resolution by the council will fix nothing.
When she says it's fixed, not broken, I like to put it to people like this. If you were to give me an unlimited amount of money and an entire lifetime, and we were to break down all the structures right now, and you were to give me the absolute goal within my lifetime to try to recreate something that locks up a percentage of the population at this rate, I couldn't do it. It's not broken, it's working. This is a culmination of hundreds of thousands of years of effort by people to suppress and oppress other people. And part of it is the police. And the way they operate, where they operate, who they write the tickets to. And it's a cycle, right? You put police into a neighborhood and they write a bunch of tickets and they arrest people, right? And regardless of if they have quotas, we know they do, they say they don't, it's not important. The reality is this, none of them want to be the one that writes the least number of tickets. None of them want to be the one seen as doing the least amount of their job. You put them in a neighborhood, they start arresting people, they start writing tickets. Then you say that, you see those statistics and you say, oh, crime's up in this neighborhood. We need to put more cops there. More cops go to the neighborhood. Those cops write more tickets. They arrest more people. Crime's going up. It's a self-fulfilling cycle.
Yes. And we have two different perspectives here. We have the white person's perspective, generally speaking, that the system is broken. The community of most black and brown people will say that it's fixed. How the hell do we meet in the middle?
I listen to you.
So again, we're saying that it's fixed. Do you hear what we're saying?
How do we get to this answer? How do we fix this? How do we address this? Not so we're having this conversation over and over.
Radically, Scott. By taking people out of jail, by holding police accountable, by putting the murderer in jail. That's what we do. And we do it as a community, and we do it as a city, and we do it as a state. And no longer should we sit back behind rules and regulations and policies. It shouldn't matter if he followed protocol. The protocols are broken.
Yeah. Or they're fixed.
He's dead. Scott.
18-year-old who is dead.
He's dead.
Shot 5 times, unarmed team.
He's dead, Scott.
Is that tragic?
To your question earlier, how do we fix it?
I have a rather simple solution. Less cops, less guns.
Well,
how about let's stop doing the same thing we know to be failed by its own metrics? There's not a single metric other than capture of black people by which you can say, measuring our system, it is working. It does not make people feel safer. It is not efficient in use of money. It's not even a concept you can explain to a child and expect them to understand it. Wait, you put grown-ass men on timeout for how long? It's not possible. It is literally an excuse to pay for the infrastructure necessary for the genocide of my people. That is it. That is all that I see. And all I have to tell you is that when I am looking at this situation, I am seeing the people that profess to be those that we invest with the power and responsibility of sifting the good from the bad. They are the arbiters of the good and the bad. And there is one motherfucker who walked into another person's home and shot him 5 times in the chest. And we're talking about protocols. We're talking about, was he trained properly? Fuck the bullshit! He shot a child! He shot a child dead! And the reason this community won't blink is because he looks the way he does. Period! Because it's too easy to look at a fucking mugshot of somebody that looks as disrespectful as he does. That's our problem right now. Our problem is not that the police are mistrained or they didn't use their tasers. It's that they walk up with their Batman belt and a feeling like they can't be wrong. They're the people that sift the good from the bad, and they can't make that decision in enough time to save a life. But moreover, I'm sick of this "they're still good cops" argument. Because where are they when a murderer walks free? They're killing white people with impunity in the streets. Now they're killing black people too. My point is, if they don't have the courage to stand up to their own and hold them accountable, how dare they write a speeding ticket? How dare they write me a speeding ticket when they murder people with impunity? It breaks the whole thing. It doesn't make sense anymore. They won't stand up to their own. They know who the racists are. They know who the sexists are. They know who the people that are going to shoot the next kid are, and they're not going to exercise them. They're not going to kick them out of their community because the blue line is too damn strong. The problem is not that there was one police officer willy-nilly shooting people. The problem is we got a bunch of people that are going to okay it. That are going to make it fine because, oh, his job is hard. I drive cab, that's more dangerous, but I don't get to shoot people about it.
No, that's right.
Straight up, like, our problem is not one rogue officer. Our problem is the system is set up to make this okay. And moreover, we have this bullshit fallacy about, like, these are the people that are the good guys. You call them when you need help. Call them when you want somebody dead if you're from here. When you're okay with somebody being dead at the end of it. I'm done. I'm sorry.
All power to the people! All power to the people! See you guys at the rally. Let's ride!
Them, who are they rooting for, or who are they afraid of? Here it is right here, Channel 27 News. I want you to focus your energy on the right place, okay?
Yes.
Because out of all these black people, all these colored people, he finds 1 or 2 white people to tell him the side of the story he needs. So, again, we are in charge of our messaging. So don't get distracted with what you just got distracted with. Because they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. So stay focused, my people. Stay focused. Stop letting them. Stop. Don't let them. Don't let them. Hey, don't do that. But guess what? Stay focused. Fucking stop. We can't be divided right now. So I'm going to ask y'all to bring it back to center and focus your energy where it needs to be focused. We are standing in the murder scene of Tony Robinson, a young boy viciously murdered by Madison Police Department. We have the media out here talking to white women like her in the glasses and pink shirt who said she feels sorry for the police. So pay attention because infiltrators are everywhere. That's right. They're everywhere and they will reframe this. That's right. They will reframe this. So stay focused, my people. I need y'all all to get back behind the banner. We got work to do. Get back behind the banner. We got work to do. We got work to do. Get behind have to remember that everything we give them, they will multiply and make us look like animals, because that is what they're good at. They will find the right messenger, because she got all the parents, all these black people out here, and the only person they talk to is this white woman. Her right here. That's what they did in Scott Resnick, did they not? So we have to be careful and move together and not apart. We cannot let them divide us. We cannot let them feed their narrative of what's happening. There's 2 facts and 2 facts only. We have a black child dead, shot 5 times to the chest, unarmed, and you feel sorry for the police. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. So again, all power to the people! 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 Is there anyone here that would like to speak?
Not her.
Is there anyone that would like to speak? Brown or black? You ain't black. No longer have a space. This is our space.